Hello and welcome to Talking Hoosier Baseball. We are recording this on Wednesday, February 8th, 2023. I'm Carl James, joined by Cassidy Palmer. And we are also joined by our very special guest, freshman, outfielder, infielder. He kind of does it all, Devin Taylor. Devin, welcome to Talking Hoosier Baseball.
I'm glad to be here.
Cass is going to get us going with some questions.
Okay, so you were already considered a baseball phenom in your freshman year of high school, but you did play other sports, including basketball. How did you come to focus on baseball?
I'll say in middle school, 7th, 8th grade is when I really started to feel that I was way better at baseball. I'd say 7th grade is 12 years old, and that's when I joined this organization called the Cincy Flames, which is one of the top teams in the Cincinnati area at the time. I found a tryout online and got my dad to let me go, and I made a team, and then just improving day by day, every practice, I felt more dedicated to baseball practices more than basketball. Not just because of the conditioning, but I loved hitting a baseball hard. It's just fun to do for me. And then once high school came around, of course tryouts hit. Everyone's excited for tryouts, and then I make varsity after, and then it really hit from there that I could really go somewhere very far in this sport after freshman year for sure. But yeah.
When did you start playing baseball?
4 years old, of course. T-ball, little league. I think it's literally right around the corner from my house. It was really nice just to figure that out, and then that's where the love began for sure.
And you were a highly rated recruit both within Ohio and nationally. And you had interest from schools in multiple conferences. What convinced you to pick IU?
Coach Mercer. Well, really, yes, Coach Mercer, but all the coaches in general. My goal when I was talking to the coaches was to find who I really have the best relationship with, who knows how to connect with us, with us kids. And Coach Mercer, Coach Weatherford, and Coach Simmons all do that really well in all of their different specialties. But yeah.
So before you got to college, who are your inspirations or mentors who's helped guide you?
I would definitely say number one is my dad. My dad was there since day one. Every time, let's say every night, he would ask me to go hit. Of course, I would say yes because I like hitting a lot. But we always had this place right around the corner that we could go to because we knew the guy that owned the place, and he's the one that really showed me what work ethic really is, and that's where it all began, especially through him. Also, I would like to say my mom. She's not really the sporty, the baseball sporty, but she's also always there supporting, always there making sure my grades are on top to stay eligible for these sports. But yeah, she's definitely a very, very inspirational person too.
And what's been your most memorable baseball moment up to this point?
Oh, wow. Baseball moments. I would have to say winning GCL Player of the Year my freshman year. Just going into that league, I would say, me personally, it's the hardest league in Cincinnati. We have 4 schools: Moeller, St. Xavier, Elder, and my school is Sal. We're just all very competitive every year, always fighting. That year we ended a 3-way tie for last, or second place really, but last place in the league. we're beating all these other teams, and the competitiveness in the league games is just another level of focus that you have to be to, let's say, not succeed, but excel in this league for sure. So I would definitely say that is definitely the best moment.
In your first public showing in an IU uniform this past fall, when you guys had your first exhibition match, exhibition game, you put on a solid display with both the bat and the glove. So kind of talk to us a little bit about how you were able to apply your talent to the Division I level in competition so soon after your career started.
All right. Really coming in, of course I put a little pressure. Like I'm coming from high school straight to Division I, and then we face Eastern Illinois in the fall, which is the game you're talking about. I really just like set my mind to this is the game that you've always played. Like, of course, like it's different stages and that, but it's really the game that you've played your whole life. You've done all of this before. It's nothing new. Just different team, different stage. But there's no like I never really try to add any more pressure than I need to. So I think that's what definitely led me to my success of just staying calm, breathing normally, and all of that. So yeah.
And now the outfield is pretty stacked with returning players this year, and you've been taking a lot of reps over at first base. What has that process of adjusting to a new defensive position been like for you?
I mean, it's really a grind. Like first base really is, in my opinion, the most underratedly skilled position because there's a lot more that comes to first base than just standing on base and catching the ball or just fielding a simple ground ball and running to the bag. Like it's a whole process, and I really got it in the fall. Like just when I first started, I was like, wow, I really have to like put my time and effort into this to like even be at least decent at this position. But it's really fun. Like throughout the whole process, Brock Tibbetts, of course, the first baseman from last year, like he's really a mentor and he's helped me a lot with like guiding me through the process of like just calming down and all of that. But it's definitely helped a lot with him guiding me all the way.
And talking to a lot of the freshmen from last year, they talked to us a lot about, the whole process of, coming to campus, in the summer, what that whole experience was like and how important it was for them. What was that experience like for you?
It was probably the most fun I've ever had. Just like when we first came, we're meeting all of the new freshmen, like all of us guys are coming together. We're going to class together, we're lifting every day together, and we're hanging together after, of course, because it's really like not really anybody else on campus. So it's just like it's really a bonding moment. And of course, you have like this summer we had Josh Pine and Brock Tibbetts, and I want to say Luke Hader was there for half of it, but they were helpful with like getting us used to campus, getting us used to just the life that we're going to be living in the fall. And it really helped with the big quotations transition into the fall, and it just made it feel more like relaxed, easy, smooth. So that definitely helped a lot.
Yeah, and one of the common changes we hear about going from high school to college is the focus on building strength. Can you describe your work in the weight room since you've been in Bloomington?
Yeah, of course. Let's say in the summer I came in at, I think it was either 180 or 185. Like I was really skinny, just not really like I would say I was baseball strong, but then I like come in, I'm like, wow, I'm not really baseball strong. So I made sure to like put the time and effort with our great lifting coach here, Chris Virtue. He's a really good lifting coach, helps a lot. And then we have our nutritionist, Courtney, which has helped me a lot to put on mass. So I went from 185 to now I'm 210. Gained a lot of muscle since then, but it's still a process. Like I'm still trying to gain muscle, of course. Like I'm still growing and all of that. And it's all thanks to them that I even started to really, really focus into like put the effort into building my body.
So what has been the biggest surprise for you in the adjustment to the college life?
Probably school. Really just the school part, because I went from in LaSalle, I would like have to go all 8 hours, like 8 a.m. to say 2:50, 3 p.m. And then I'll have practice right after. Where here I have lift in the morning, and then I have like 1 or 2 classes in the middle, and then I got actual practice after. So it was just like an adjustment of like where to like build my body up to where I could feel the same all the time, like throughout the day, and not just like lackadaisical here, and then I have to put all my effort in here. So I think that helped. It helped a lot, like with that in the summer for sure. So yeah.
And looking at the academic side, I know you're only in your second full semester, but what are you looking at studying academically, and what are maybe future eventual further off post baseball plans?
Well, so now I was like last semester I was majoring in finance, and then I had a little like schedule issue that like conflicted with practices and stuff, and it really like pushed me to go away from finance, and now I'm majoring in sports marketing, where I plan to, after baseball like is over, hopefully that's 20 years from now.
Yes.
But I plan to be an agent.
Okay.
So I like to talk to like my advisor a lot of like internships that he could possibly have for me, because like here we have to get internships to graduate. So I plan on getting that not out the way, but like as much experience as I can while I'm here.
Yes.
Yep. Do you have and can you talk about any plans that you have baseball wise for the coming summer?
I mean, my plan is to give my heart out every game, with every opportunity that I get. Of course, with this year, all of our 8 of our 9 starters are coming back, so it's kind of tough for like us freshmen to get in the lineup. But once I get in the lineup, I plan to make the most out of every opportunity, and goal is to win freshman player of the year. But that's so long away. My plan is to win freshman player of the week, freshman player of the day, just win every at bat is my goal for sure.
And do you have a game or series you're most looking forward to this year?
Auburn, of course. It's got to be Auburn. It's my first game. I'm very excited for it. 9 days, and we're rolling.
Yep.
Single digits.
Oh yeah, I'm excited. Yep.
So obviously you had some time to adjust to the college life. Has there been for you a favorite like social event, whether it's on or off campus with the team that you've enjoyed so far?
I don't think there's like a certain event. I would say I think just like hanging with the guys in general, like all the time, like our bonding has come, like in my opinion, has come a long way. Like us, like not knowing the freshmen, like not knowing us really, to like taking us under their wing, and now we're just like all brothers at this point, and it really helps with the team morale, and I think like over time it will help us during the season with us just being together all the time, side by side, fighting the battles. So I'm excited. That's what I'm really excited for, to see that.
And how about moving to Bloomington? Have you found a favorite restaurant, food place?
When I came here, I want to say it was the second week of summer. Josh Pine introduced us to Sakura, and Sakura, like I was really big on hibachi, and then I hear about Sakura like being one of the like bigger hibachi places. Like I had to go try it out. And ever since then, I think I probably go at least once a week to there. It's a really good place that I can't miss out on ever. It's either that or Chipotle at this point. So yeah, I'm loving it.
Now, if we are going to Cincinnati, what should we be? What recommendations do you have for Cincinnati?
Skyline. A hometown favorite has to be Skyline. Like just the noodles, the 3-wave, which is noodles, chili, and cheese, is just like it's amazing to me. Like, I miss it every day. I literally think about it, follow them on Instagram. I see it all the time. Like, I'm just like, I gotta have that very soon.
Yep.
But
Well, you're not the first IU baseball player to answer that. So,
right.
Kyle Hart,
Kyle
who
Hart.
he just signed a minor league contract with the Phillies. We just found out.
Oh,
Yeah,
right.
he's now in the Phillies organization. But yeah, he I don't know. He used to be the thing on his Twitter handle was that he was a future Skyline franchise owner.
yes.
Oh man! Of course, with this NIL stuff going on, hopefully I could get an NIL with them.
Yes.
So I
Yeah.
can get a lot more Skyline for free. But
Yeah, I think what's the closest one? Probably Indy. I know Indy has a Skyline.
I think Indiana actually has one. If I'm mistaken.
Yeah.
There is one on the way to Cincinnati before you get to Ohio.
Well, I think
Yeah.
there's one in Indy now too.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know what part of Indiana, but I know for sure there's one in some part of Indiana. Just
Yes.
one. Just one.
So
Another question I had for you, kind of getting back to the baseball thing, and we've been jumping around a bit, I know. How have you and the coaches, have you made big changes to your swing since you've been on campus?
Yes, I'll say yes. Just like coming in, I was a drifter with my legs. Like, I would always hit the ball out front. I would always like not really use my legs. I was always hand-eye coordination. Like, just watch. I never really realized it until I came here and like actually really started studying my like videos of my swings. And then ever since then, Coach Mercer and Coach Weatherford, Coach Simmons, they've taken my swing a long way to where at this point now, I feel really comfortable in the box. And it really was just all the practice that I got from after Indiana State to now. Like, it's been a grind, and it was just really like shocking. Like, cause I never really thought that my swing could really come this, like, not like come this far, but like feel so like perfect, but it feels smooth and just it feels very comfortable every time I step in the box now, for sure.
Has there been an adjustment facing some of the more experienced Division I pitchers that you've had a chance to go up against, like some of the transfer pitchers that are here now?
Yeah, I mean, our like really our whole pitching staff is really, I think, is really good. Like, just facing them all the time. Like, of course we get used to them because we're seeing like all the same pitchers, but they're still very tough pitchers. They all have 3 to 4 pitches that they can throw at any time, any count. And I would say that's definitely the biggest change from high school to college is like they're throwing 3-1 off speeds, to where in high school you're just like, all right, 3-2, let's just get a fastball in there, you hit it, you strike out. Like, and now they're just breaking it off in hitter counts. So that was definitely the big adjustment to my mental hitting, or really just my hitting approach in general. But it's really fun. Like, I really enjoy facing them every day. And I think it'll really prepare us a lot for a season, like every day that we're outside. Of course, it has to be in the cold weather, but it's going to happen. It's baseball.
Yep.
So just got to deal with it.
Yeah. But at least you get a chance. You've been able to be outside, Leonard. We were talking. We were just talking yesterday, and about the fact that it was like they had one day in like the whole time before going to Clemson to play outside. So
yeah, we were just talking about that the other day after practice, just like how much more prepared, or not really prepared, but how much more experience we're gonna get. Like, we've gotten outside to go to Auburn, and like before we even go, we have to set our minds to that we're better than them. To where apparently last year they weren't, like, they didn't really have that mindset, and it was just like, yeah, they just went in there kind of blanked, but I couldn't tell you. But I think this team for sure is really prepared to go to Auburn and sweep them, and I'm very excited to be a part of that.
excellent.
Yeah.
Well, Cass and I will both be there, so we're going to be there watching it happen.
Yeah, along with Chris and Josh, whole crew will be down there.
Yeah, oh, yeah, that sounds good.
Yeah, we've made a tradition out of that, and the opening series is just so much fun, and
always against the
to
Tigers.
see you guys. Yeah.
Right.
Memphis, LSU, Clemson, and Auburn.
Dang, that's actually crazy. I never really thought about that. Wow.
We're running out of Tigers to play.
Oh man, I'm saying might just have to go back through the cycle, but
Unless we want to try to hit Princeton in February.
oh no.
Yeah, I don't think so.
No.
Not happening.
We're losing our connection to Princeton anyway because he's retiring. So
Oh, I didn't see that.
yeah,
Oh.
this is
Got
his last year.
Bradley.
Yeah, the Princeton's coach had a son that played at IU. So
Okay. Yeah, that's right. I think they told us about that.
yep. Was there anything else that you particularly wanted Indiana fans to know about before the season started?
Well, really, I'm really happy to be here. Very excited to be a part of this amazing team that we have together. Of course, with all of our returners like Phil Glasser, Matthew Ellis, everyone that chose to stay just to help us young guys out and build this team up. Like I really think we'll win a Big Ten championship, which is our goal, of course. But I'm very excited for this season, and I'm very excited to see all of you guys at the games. So
Yep.
Go.
Yep. All right. Well, that will do it for this edition of Talking Hoosier Baseball. We really want to thank our guest, Devin Taylor. Thank you so much for coming on and sharing this with us and letting us get to know you before the season starts.
Yeah, no problem at all.
Again, we are only 9 days away from first pitch of the season. We still have a couple more interviews that we're going to be doing, so keep an eye on iubase.com and your various podcatchers and YouTube to either watch the videos or hear the various interviews that we have before the season starts. We're also going to have coverage from Auburn. We're going to try to keep lots of content on iubase.com, so keep an eye on all those things. For Cassidy Palmer, I'm Carl James, and before too long, we'll be seeing you at the BART.